Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hot Air Live. I'm just checking a little input, and yes, the microphone isn't muted. We're good. We're fine. Everything's okay.
No.
Welcome back. I'm sorry we weren't here last week.
Sad.
But I know. Do you know where we were?
We were having the worst time in sunny Spain.
It was terrible. 17 degrees Celsius.
Middle of winter.
Oh, man.
Nice sunny skies,
No. Without kidding, it was very fun. We were at a debating competition. It was very cool. So we're back. We have many stories to tell.
Oh, don't we just?
Oh, you know what I'm really regretting is I was very hungry before the show, and I had some cereal, and I have it here. I have the cereal, and I can't eat it because we're live, and it's all going to get really soggy and gross, and I can't eat it anymore. So I'm kind of bugged. I shouldn't have done it. I should have managed myself and poured less cereal into my bowl, knowing that I couldn't have eaten it in time.
Do you feel like when you eat cereal too fast, it gives you a pain in the stomach?
God, no. I scarf my cereal down because I'm so terrified of the potential for it to go soggy.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't handle it. Soggy cereal is gross.
Do you like porridge?
No.
So you're,
Yeah. Well, sometimes I can enjoy porridge sometimes in the right conditions with maybe some cinnamon.
The right conditions.
Maybe some cinnamon or honey. Or maybe some maple syrup or something. But I gotta be like, in the winter.
Cold?
It has to be cold outside, not inside. It has to be cold outside, and it has to be sitting by like a fireplace or something. Then maybe porridge.
I'll tell you what I really like in my porridge.
Oh, really? What?
So I like boiling it and making it in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get big scoop of Nutella.
Oh, okay.
It tastes so good. You have to try it.
I bet this is anything just with Nutella. It's just slather some Nutella on there, and then you're fine.
Steak.
Oh, no.
Fish.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Hey, kids. How to make kids eat broccoli.
Yeah, just put on a bunch of unhealthy Nutella paste on there. Done.
It's like in China. When I was there when I was a kid, it were like chocolate-covered prawns.
No.
Yeah.
Was it gross?
I didn't. Do you think I'm? There was.
Do you think I tried any of that?
I'm not an animal, Look, I'm sure.
Wait, are you a picky eater?
No.
No, you're not. But then why didn't you try the prawn with chocolate?
Because that was too far. I tried spider.
Oh.
It tastes like prawn.
Does it really?
It does.
What was this in like Sydney?
Beijing.
Oh, it was in China still.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and it was like we have a photo of the markets. There was like fish. There was everything on skewers.
I remember I was in somewhere in Africa. I want to say Mozambique or Zimbabwe or something, right? And we were there, and as a kid, we went to this buffet, and it was great because there were waffles and all these different things. But they also had mupani worms.
So there's the western side.
And kind of the funky, the funky side, okay? And what was so crazy is we got on a hike that day, and we'd seen these mupani worms in the wild. Oh, no. And that day, they were there, and you could eat one. And we were, as a family, okay, we're here. We're doing safari stuff. We're going to do this crazy thing. And I'm a very picky eater, and I was very tiny. I was like, I don't know. I want to say I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah. That's
what I want. I'm not sure. But I tried one of these worms, and it was the grossest thing. I nearly retched. And I, as a kid, they just gave us each one, and I got the biggest one. And this is not even me over-exaggerating. I can guarantee, by talking to the rest of my family, I got the biggest mupani worm, and it was so gross. But at the end, I got a certificate.
For eating it.
Because they know, tourists, they don't like these things. This is a thing you eat out of necessity. It's not a luxury thing, right? So I got a certificate at the end, and I still have that. My mom has the certificate in some files somewhere.
Talk about pulling the short straw, or more like the long worm.
The long worm, exactly. So mupani worms, I would not recommend it. Well, maybe if you get a certificate out of it. Okay. Do you want to start the story about how I got terrified on our flight because of you?
Which way? Because you got terrified both ways.
I wasn't Okay.
You were terrified.
One thing at a time.
Terrified on the way there and on the way back.
I think one thing at a time.
I think I'm just a bad person to travel with.
I thought. Well, okay. I don't want to gloss over things. First, the flight there. Okay. We were flying to Malaga International, which is in Spain, which is in the south, I believe. It's on the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
and we were flying there for a competition. What happened? Describe to me the events.
So Noah and I board the plane, and Noah has a love, not an obsession, I'd say, more of a love of the window seat.
I love the window seat. I love the window seat so much because you can sleep against it. We've discussed it. So the amount of times we've discussed the amazingness of the window seat on this podcast.
Just plain etiquette.
Yeah.
And window seats.
Window seats. I love them. Always window seats.
See, I myself was okay with the middle because I had Jackie and Noah, and I was sandwiched between them. But he
was a hero. He was a champion. He was just like, you know what? He didn't even complain, people. No, I would have complained the entire goddamn way there.
I let Noah sleep on me on the way back, you know?
Yeah, well, no, I slept on the side, and then I shifted, because I shift at night, or I shift when I'm sleeping, because otherwise, you know, and then I slept on Dunphy's shoulder. It was very romantic. It was fantastic.
And what was yesterday, Valentine's Day? It was a pre-Valentine's Day nap.
So, sorry, continue with what you were saying.
I distracted you.
All right.
Sorry. No.
Window seat. Love it. Fantastic.
Great.
Let's go. What happened? What happened?
We sit in the plane, and...
Well, in the meantime, folks, he won't tell you this, but I was asking him questions about planes, and I was saying, what do these flappy things do? And he says, Noah, they're not flappy things. They're, what are they called? Avalons? Are they not?
No, oh God, I've forgotten the words.
You've forgotten the ailerons. And then, so he was correcting me on things, and I was like, at what point can we not land anymore? Or what is the point of no return on the runway? When are we fucked? All this kind of thing. And I was asking him all the questions, and he was explaining things to me. And it was wonderful. It satisfied my curiosities. It was great. And then?
We were taxiing out, and we're holding short on the runway, and... kind of just looking around. The cabin's we're flying
I was looking out of the window.
Yeah, I was looking around, having a look, and we're just sitting in the cabin, and all of a sudden, so Noah was like, oh, what's going on right now? So I decided to pull up, and this is not a paid promotion, but...
No, don't say the name.
live.com.
Just a flight radar. It's just to see your plane on the runway.
See your plane, and then you can also listen to the audio.
Yes.
So
I thought that was the coolest thing in the universe. On this app that he had, we were sitting right before we were going to take off in a couple minutes, and I thought we were about to take off, and you could hear to the radio communications between the tower and the cockpit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, holy crap, those are our pilots. These are the people we're entrusting our lives with. I wonder if they're any good.
They sounded reasonably okay.
They sounded reasonably fine.
Yeah. Bit quiet. Personal. Each to their own. And we take off, and about 1,000 feet, I point at, and I'll post this on our Instagram page. I point up. I say, "Hey Noah, what's missing?" And he's looking around.
This is where I freak out. I start to freak out a little bit here.
He's looking around. He goes, I don't know what's missing. And I say, they haven't turned on the seatbelt sign or the no smoking sign. And in aviation, you have a checklist which you do pre-taxi, pre-takeoff, pre-run-up, and it's just a switch.
See, I wouldn't have... First, the two things here. I wouldn't have noticed, because who the frick looks at a seatbelt sign, right? I don't care. Whatever.
That's for me.
Yeah.
Aviation.
And if I would have noticed, I would have been like, oh, they just forgot. Who cares? But then this guy says to me, oh, no. It's an item on a checklist.
Yeah.
And this makes me freak out, because I'm like, if it's a checklist... that means that they didn't use the checklist, because otherwise they would have flicked the switch, and they hadn't, and it really disturbed me, because I was like, what else were these fucks missing on that goddamn checklist? So it really freaked me out.
And the thing that really got me thinking was, so if it was a fuse issue, they would have made the announcement, they would have put it over because it's a EASA regulation.
Guys, listening to this, imagine he's sitting next to you, and you're flying in a plane, and you hear, oh, they might have a fuse issue. This is not something that you want to hear when flying in an aircraft, 6,000 feet in the air.
And then it keeps going higher and higher until you're at 32,000 feet.
32,000 feet! Oh my God. Anyway, so it's not what I wanted to hear. He wasn't being helpful.
But then again, when we were coming in for landing, they either resolved the issue or remembered that they had to turn on the seatbelt sign.
See, the way that you say remembered is just... First off, it's like, you know that they fucked... Everyone knows that they fucked up.
Look at the bright side. They rushed the takeoff, but maybe actually did the landing properly.
Yes. Well, we're here. We're alive.
Exactly.
But do you think? What do you think their reaction was in the cockpit when they realized they hadn't turned it on before?
Well, some people like it actually. A few
Would they be like,
pilots-
"Oh fuck,
No, they would have been like, huh, my bad.
my bad"?
My bad.
Like, oh, better. I should actually consult the goddamn checklist. Oh wait, because you had headphones on, and you could listen to the conversation more properly than I could. And what was going on in the cockpit. Did they seem like senior pilots to you?
To be honest, I think it might have been the first officer doing the communications.
Oh.
It sounded like quite a young voice.
See, this is why that fuckface didn't turn on the goddamn lights.
But they might have had a very senior captain, and this is what I'm thinking.
No, but we were flying budget. And that's what really freaked me out. Because I'm like, first off, we're not getting the best planes, okay? We're getting like secondhand hand-me-downs from the big airlines. And we're getting the reject pilots. And I'm like, what are we doing here? First off, we get these two factors, and then they don't even follow the checklist. If you know that you're not that good at your job, at least follow proper procedure.
Exactly.
Don't be cocky.
But this is what I wonder. I wonder if, like, so maybe it was a co-pilot doing the checklist, and the captain's just sitting there doing, like, maybe flying.
Scratching his ass, not doing anything.
Yeah, because usually one person will fly and control the thrusts, while the other person will do, like, the headings and controls and all the checklists. So
Okay.
Maybe the co-pilot was doing the checklist.
What, do you think he was like a cocky guy? He was just like, I don't need to check the checklist.
Maybe he felt pressure from the captain, and he was, like, rushing over it a little bit, and maybe he
I don't want my
forgot.
pilots to rush the checklist. I want to know. I don't care about, really, if I'm honest,
Yeah.
arriving on time is secondary to me. What's primary to me is not dying.
Arriving with all 4 limbs.
Yes, exactly. That's what I care about. And this is what freaks me out sometimes about flying budget, and we can talk about this when we landed back at Schiphol. Is that the like budget airlines are so just kind of obsessed with lowering costs that they're, the human safety, I feel, is kind of secondary to them.
Well, do you know Ryanair? They take off, and they have, because one of the instructors I fly with, he's a Ryanair pilot, and he says that Ryanair, we implement a rule where we do the best rate of climb, which means that straight away after takeoff, the nose is at its full climb angle and thrusts are at full to climb faster as possible.
My God.
Then they reduce the thrust at a high altitude, and then they continue forward, because they want to climb through all the heavier, more dense air.
Yeah.
lower
So that they can run at the
density
most
air.
efficient whatever thing. Yeah, okay. Use it less fuel. That's not good. This is not. Look,
Cost savings.
cost savings. So I don't know. Is budget, in your opinion, really less safe?
No, it's not less safe. It's just they just take less,
Precaution.
not precaution.
They
but
don't care about human life.
They stick to the,
just
obviously
treat us
this-
like cattle trying to get from A to B.
Soon
Just
we'll be
like,
standing.
come on, get in there. And they employ those Tokyo subway people pushers in the fucking plane.
That's what I find really like Tokyo. That's cool. That's not. It's cool. But
Well, they don't have
weird.
many more, by the way.
Oh,
They're not. I was there. They don't have them anymore.
Okay. No, but look, they follow the strict protocol, but they just maybe don't meet the customer satisfaction.
Yeah. Customer
The
satisfaction.
cardboard seat.
Yeah.
I love when you fly in America and they don't have life vests. They have.
They don't?
No. So some airlines, like United, on the smaller jets that don't go over sea, they might land in a lake or like a big lake. They'll have your flotation divide as your seat cushion.
Oh,
So you
okay.
cling to it.
No way.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. Oh, that's not great. Okay.
No, but yeah. So getting back to the it might have just been the co-pilot might have been, oh, I forgot to do this, and then that's why.
what
like,
a jackass.
That's why, like, in the middle of flight, it kind of went bing, boom.
Yeah, no, I know.
suddenly
Yeah,
turned
it's
on.
suddenly it's like, oh yes, actually, you shouldn't have your seatbelt on in this flight. Also, very noticeable to me was that when we took the second picture, because these will be on our Instagram, folks. How can you find us on Instagram?
At Radio Hot Air,
You sure? You sure about that, bud?
positive.
Yeah. Okay. There wasn't a no smoking sign on the.
No.
There wasn't. It wasn't a no smoking little thing. It was a little image of you can't use your electronics.
Yeah, it's interesting. They
It's
changed
interesting because people realize, actually, you know what? Smoking in a giant metal thing within an encased cabin with other people, not the best idea.
it. Flammable carpets.
Yeah. So I'm happy. That's cool. I think that's cool innovation stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that they put on the seatbelt sign freaked me out.
You still didn't like that.
I still didn't like that. It kind of put me at edge on the entire flight.
But the flight seemed like a pretty nice flight.
It was fine. It worked out in the end. It worked out in the end. But talking about the landing that we had.
So on the return flight.
On the return flight.
So should we paint the picture a little bit?
Yeah, you can use
Okay.
your a little bit of aviation terminology if you
So
want.
we're flying Transavia back. And
Budget
they-
airline,
they-
folks.
they-
Budget
they're
airline.
good, they're
Think
good.
whatever. What is the budget airline in America?
It's like Southwest.
It's like
of
Southwest.
the Netherlands
Ye-
and
It's the southwest of Europe.
yeah.
So, you know,
They're not bad though.
not great.
No.
Not great either.
But you do get to select your seats on Transavia.
No, you have to pay.
To select seats. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you have
right.
to pay to
Yeah.
select seats. You have to pay for extra luggage. You have to pay for everything.
Okay,
Anyway.
never mind. All right, going back to the. So we get this message that there's the storm
Mm-hmm.
in the UK, which is also being pushed over to the Netherlands,
Yes.
causing gusting winds of about 46 knots.
And what is a normal gusting wind to fly in?
Normal winds you'll be landing at is around between 7 to 15, maybe 20 knots.
Okay, so like double, triple the normal wind.
And these planes are certified to go into about 45 knots of crosswind, which is
Okay.
like coming across the
Yeah,
runway.
and we were under that by how much?
We were under that by, I think, when we were landing, it was 38 knots.
Okay, so like 2 knots under.
45, no, 7.
Oh, okay, 7 knots.
yeah.
Okay, so we're kind of this is dangerous shit. Okay,
'Cause,
people.
yeah, it could gust a little more stronger, and then it could push us off course, but we go around.
And then we'd go around.
And budget airlines don't like to do that because it costs more money.
Yeah, see, this is not great.
So
This is what I'm thinking about when I'm landing here.
Pilots are incentivized to land as soon as possible.
Yeah, which is crazy because it's like, oh no. It's the incentive to make more money, and that comes at the potential cost of human lives. This makes me very uneasy. Anyway, sorry.
I'm remembering this.
You're remembering me?
remembering you in the plane.
No, because I felt I had a cool demeanor.
You did.
I tried to.
Jackie, on the other hand,
Jackie freaked out. This is the person that we went on the trip with too.
grabbing my arm, sweating.
You know.
Aw. But
Anyway, so continue, please.
sorry. So the weather wasn't great. It wasn't ideal to land in. So we come into landing, and we in Holland the runways. They have quite a lot of runways.
We have like 5.
six,
at,
six or something. Yeah, 6.
6 at Schiphol.
Sorry, just how do you Schiphol? Is that
Schiphol.
so? That's what does it mean?
It means ship hole. It's like a ship and a hole. Ship hole. It's crazy.
So
It's like airport. It's a port, but for the air. It's the same kind of translation-y thing in Dutch. So it's like a ship hole. Schiphol. Sorry. Continue.
I'm just thinking about what that sounds a lot like. Ship hole.
I don't
You're not following?
know. You can swear. We're on a swearing. I swear all the time. You can swear if you want to say the word. Say the word.
So you do know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're talking about shithole. Oh, I see. You know my mom flies a lot. She always calls it. She always like, man, I have to go to shithole again. God damn.
Exactly. No, but yeah, sorry. That's my joke for it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's always stressful.
Yeah.
But mind you, it's getting better.
Anyway, so
sorry, we're getting distracted.
it doesn't matter. We can
talk-
get distracted however much we freaking want. It's our show, okay?
You're gonna have to put up with us.
We can do whatever the hell we want.
Sorry, guys.
Don't be sorry, and gals,
And
if we
gals.
have any females that listen.
Or males.
Or,
we don't
we're
even know.
cross-gender diversity here. If you want to identify as an Apache helicopter, we don't care. Just as long as you listen to our show.
I'm 1/20th Apache Indian.
Are you really?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. well,
Great line out of Will Ferrell movie.
Okay.
Sorry, stop. I gotta.
No, just finish the story. I think that's the goal.
So we come in. So when you come into Schiphol, you fly quite high. I think it's so. There's,
Did you do that on purpose?
What?
I just told you how to say it in the proper Dutch way, and then you still did it in the English way. You said Schiphol, and it's Schiphol.
I'm actually Schiphol.
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 Ja, we gaan naar Schiphol.
Schiphol.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Well,
when-
so
when-
no? I want to know, how are you consciously deciding how to pronounce this airport? Are you going to call it Schiphol, or are you going to call it Schiphol?
I'm going to pronounce it in my best Dutch English accent.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Why not just go for the English? Like whenever I go to Japan, I say I'm going to go to Nagasaki, or I'm going to go to like Okinawa. I'm not going for the Japanesey terms. I'm going to Narita Airport or whatever. I don't try to emulate the Japanese.
Nagasaki Airport.
Yeah, no, see? I don't try to do that. I just say it in the English way. Just like I think it's fine. If you're not a Dutch person, you can just say the airport in Schiphol.
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, that's fine. I don't care. Just do whatever you think is more comfortable for you.
Okay. So, when we're flying into
Yeah.
Schiphol, we were flying really low, like lower than usual, about 1,500 feet. And to explain this, separating between your general aviation, which is small planes, and these large.
Keep it
commercial
untechnical.
planes.
Keep it as untechnical as possible.
So small planes and the big planes is you're only allowed to fly at
Different altitudes for the different
altitudes.
people.
And 1,500 feet and below is for the small airplanes.
That's
and
like the little shit copters that you fly. No, I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. Your plane's magnificent in its own special way.
Thank you. The wings are taped on.
Yeah.
You know, there's a hamster running the engine. We're all good. No. And so there's like literally no difference between the aviation boundaries. But mind you, small planes wouldn't be flying on a day like that.
Yeah.
So we're flying really low. Like we can see people like if it was a sunny day, you could see people laying in their deck chairs.
Yes, and while we're flying there, because of the way the runways are set up, I can see another flight to the left of us.
That's cool.
And keep in mind, I'm in the window seat. So I can see everything.
No one can see these people's faces.
I can also see the freaking wing. And that really freaked me out because the flaps were doing some crazy shit, okay? They were flapping up, they were flapping down, they were doing curvy things, and they were doing so many things I didn't even know flaps could do, okay? They were all over the place. And it freaked me out, especially because I could see what the other plane was doing from a distance. And if there was a gust, because I could feel it, we'd go like, huh! You know? Or like we'd like sink or we'd, swerve to the left a bit or whatever. I could see that outside happening to another plane. Yeah. And I'm like, that's happening to us? Oh my God. Anyway, sorry.
So you're getting really...
Yeah. I was trying to keep cool. I was trying to be, because, you were there.
The mini Noahs inside your head were
I was like, oh my God. There were, imagine if it's an office normally inside my head, all of the papers are being thrown in the air. There's little fires going on, all of the trash cans. Everyone's just freaking out. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to try to enjoy the anarchy. That's all I could do. That's all I could just sit back. There's nothing, freaking out wouldn't help me. I got to be like, this budget airline guy, I swear to God, he better just, not have any aspirations to join a big airline. I hope he's just very skilled, but doesn't really want to fly for Delta or KLM.
He's just building up his hours. So
I think
he can put his application through.
I hope he's just a kick-ass pilot who has a big passion for Transavia.
Well, only one way to find
out.
Yeah.
So anyway, we end up landing after a lot of, shaking and things, and it was freaking me out. It was so bad that when we were at the gate, because we taxied, our plane would shake on the floor because of the wind.
It was crazy.
It was so bad. And what happened after that is we were going out of the thing. We were going out of the plane. There was the door. There was a door into the airport, and it was locked. For some reason, someone had closed it or something. And
the wind.
The wind had closed.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
It the pressure
closed the door that should lead us into the terminal from like the runway bridge, whatever thing. So the pilot came out and he had his little card, and I saw him, and he was just this kind of old guy, and he just was so calm and just chilled, and he was just like, yeah.
Through, excuse me.
I don't even think it was a thing of like, haha, look what I just did.
No, but like he still did it like with so much class.
He was and he was just like a normal day. It's like, yeah, I just did that. Screw you, not screw you guys. Like, yeah, you're welcome. There you go, done.
But this guy was maybe in his 40s, 50s.
No, he had gray hair, man. He was old. He was an older guy.
Stressful environment.
Oh, you think that aged him?
Yeah, it does.
Well, he looked pretty old to me, but
do you after seeing him, do you like he looks like a guy I can trust?
Yes, I did. I thought this guy looks like experience. He just landed the shit out of this plane. It was amazing. We were fine. It was some serious maneuveration on all of the different things. So I had never seen the flaps do so many things.
So you were really impressed.
I was impressed. This guy, it was amazing. Saved my life.
After seeing this, would you become a pilot?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I'd never become a... This is terrifying. There's a difference to working in an office and doing something cool and having crises, whatever, that's fine. But if you're flying a plane and you have all these different things where your things are so technical and so precise that as a pilot, you need all the experience that you can get to do that, it's not something that I would particularly set out to go do.
Okay.
But I do think if I had enough training, I could probably do it in the end, but it would take me a very long time. Like this guy, quite elderly guy, he's been flying his entire life.
And he obviously has a passion.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good thing.
So I don't think I could be a pilot because I don't have the passion for it,
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
But out of the things that are technical and things, I could do those things if I have the passion for them. Then you can, and you can also rely on other people. I wonder in the cockpit if he relied on his co-pilot in any way, or do you think it was just him taking control? He was like sit back, scoot, or sit back, scooter, and then
Or the other guy might have been like, oh, this is a great experience for the co-pilot to learn. Let's let him.
Oh no, that's not
it could have been
pleasant.
that.
I don't like that at all.
But don't forget, he would have been there to take over if anything happened. But that can be the case. He's like, okay.
This is a good experience for the co-pilot to learn
Of
things.
course it was.
That's terrible.
Because
No,
it's
no,
a
no, no,
learning-rich environment. You will never be.
Just do a simulation with the kid. I don't want the kid to fly my plane.
But there's not the
Like-
stress of people in the back in a simulation.
Just like I would never want someone to say, hello, I'm the captain, and this is my first flight ever as a captain. I would never want that to happen to
You
me.
laugh about that, but I recommend watching the EasyJet documentaries, and they show about this cadet pilot on his first day. One of them,
no.
and everyone's like, "Yeah, I'm a bit uneasy that it's his first day flying."
I would not. No, I wouldn't. I don't know if I get on a plane with the captain was his first day.
Well, they didn't tell this until they're in the air.
Yeah, that's so mean. I'd be like, you've trapped me. I can't go.
It was a documentary, and they were filming, and then halfway through the flight, they're like interviewing. So, how do you feel about this being the co-pilot's first day on? He's like, "This is the first day."
Like normally in a plane, headphones, book, or Netflix or something, and I'm just kind of
You're out of
relaxing, or I put on a podcast and look outside the window.
Yeah.
I can't do that if I know this guy's the first time. It would freak me out to no extent. All of the, that was not a good experience. Okay. What did you want to talk about?
I want to talk to you.
Now, is this one of your topics or is this one of mine? And you're just passing it off as your own?
No, this is one of my topics.
Okay.
Something I discovered today. I was watching a great film,
Ooh, okay.
and
Oh.
I want to change. I want to write. What is it when you write something to change to the government?
A petition?
Yeah, I want a petition
Create a petition. Okay.
to change the word kebab or skewers to meat popsicle.
Meat popsicle. Why? Why?
that word?
I don't like that word. It seems childish, no?
Meat popsicle.
Meat popsicle. I don't know. This is not. What's wrong with skewer?
I don't know. It just sounds a bit jabby. Like
Yeah, because if you
ugh.
skewer something,
Yeah, it's
you're
just
just
like,
stabbing
ugh.
it through. You can get skewered yourself if someone stabs you all the way, with like a pole.
But
You've been skewered.
But skewered sounds so like unhygienic as well. Like meat popsicle sounds fun.
Yeah, I think it sounds childish. But that's just popsicle in general. It's like, hi, I want a popsicle.
Okay, when was the last time you turned down a popsicle?
I turn down popsicles all the time. I don't like popsicles very much. My favorite thing, I love fudgesicles. You ever had those in the States?
So so you call fudge on a stick a fudgicle,
Fudgesicle.
but you can't call meat on a stick
A meatsicle. No, what is it? Meat
meat
pop?
pop-
Meat popsicle?
a meat popsicle.
Yeah, the people call it, hey, can I have a meat pop?
Yeah.
It's not. It's like, no. No.
Hey, can you grab me some meat pop for my barbecue?
Yeah, no. Or you just say, oh, can you get some kebabs? Then people know what you're talking about. That's also a fine
Kebabs are
word.
like those big things, and then they go into a kebab.
Okay. But I don't think anything is wrong with skew. I think it's just too violent.
I think
No, but
meat pop-
skewering things is a violent action anyway.
Yeah, it
If
is.
you skewer a skewer with meat, that's a violent action. You're stabbing the meat through a metal pole.
That is
No.
the reason why we have so many vegans and vegetarians.
No, not at all.
Yes, it
May I
is.
also say, with
Sorry.
no, because I think the purpose of the word is to describe an action.
Yeah.
And skewer
Yeah.
is a fantastic word because it perfectly describes and embodies what you're doing.
But
If you think about it.
the poor animals.
You don't care about that's not your point here.
Personally, I
And
don't. However,
if anything, calling something a meat popsicle is gonna humanize it and make people eat more meat, which is even
no,
worse
'cause
for
it's
them.
like fun. It's like, oh, would you like a meat popsicle?
Exactly. Then more people will eat them potentially,
exactly. So-
and then more animals have to die. So the animal argument is total bull.
No, because then there'd be less vegetarians and vegans. They'd be like, hey, this is fun. I want to eat meat. It's
Yeah,
a
but is
meat
that really what we
popsicle."
want? Is that
Yes.
we want less vegetarians and vegans?
Yes,
Why?
because
Be prepared for the debate here.
I don't like them.
Like,
okay.
What's wrong with them?
Okay, can I just explain?
And what's wrong with you for saying that?
This is my opinion.
What the fuck?
If you're a vegetarian,
Yeah.
it's like, why stop there? Be a vegan. Don't stop halfway.
Oh. Okay, that's stupid. I don't
No,
think that's
like. Come on, it's like, oh, you're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Great. Just go all the way. Be a vegan.
Why all the way? No. Because there's a limit to how much you can do because of how integral animal products are and how delicious they are. Like cheese, milk, eggs. These are all very important things to a lot of people's diets. Secondly, also, having to go vegan means you can't use shampoo, like proper normal shampoo. You have to get vegan shampoo. You have to not wear animal products in your clothing.
That's so stupid.
No, that's vegans, and then vegetarians, they don't do that. They're still committed to saving it, but they're just protecting animals and being better for the environment, but they're not going all the way because that would inconvenience their lives too much, which I think is a fair response. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan because I like the way that meat tastes, right?
But then these people, but then these vegetarians are like, the poor animals. It's like, you still drink milk. Milk can be taken from a cow.
But they can also, right, decide to, because they're vegetarian, not drink inhumane milk and eat free-range milk or milk that's grown in a sustainable, or milk that's harvested in a sustainable way. That's also possible.
But how do you know it's sustainable? Like, they can slap a label on it and
yes.
say, oh, free range. But actually,
no, but you know why?
Because
you know why? Because in Europe and I think in the United States, I'm not sure, there are food standards as to what you can label something as organic or as free range. There are standards. So if something says organic or free range, then you can know. And also, it's often vetted by international organizations which validate the label. Okay.
But still, like, imagine like these big machines sucking at your nipples all day.
But you drink milk, don't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. Then what's your issue?
Vegetarian.
Huh?
I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand your argument here.
What I'm arguing is that these people who say, "Oh, it's bad for the animals."
It is bad for the animals.
It is. So then stop being a vegetarian. Go all the way. Be a vegan.
Huh? No, because it's still like the ability for, first off, a lot of them do, may I say. A lot of vegetarians, they go all the way and go vegans.
Okay.
And otherwise, going vegetarian is at least doing better than eating meat. And if that's your perspective, if you think it's bad for the animals and if you think it's bad for the environment.
Yeah.
And also, if you're a vegetarian, it's really difficult to go vegan for a lot of people because it's more expensive. A lot of the time, it can be more expensive.
Then stick to meat.
Huh? No, because they still want to do something. Because something's better than nothing, man.
But
if you care about a cause, but...
If you care about animals, go down to the RSPCA and donate your time for an hour.
Huh? No, because sometimes they have a job or they're busy, and this is what they can do to help save their time. I don't understand why you're giving vegetarians so much shit. They're at least doing something about the cause that they care about.
Yeah, but they can join the RSPCA. They can go do stuff.
No, because that's more, man. There's a difference between deciding, you know what, at the store, I'm not going to get meat. I'm going to get tofu, or I'm going to get this. That's an easy kind of decision to make. No. That's an easy decision to make.
That's slacktivism. That is slacktivism.
No, but while deciding, oh, you know what, I don't have the time or I don't want to donate my time. Because choosing simple, small decisions is actually how we make a larger change in society. Because doing something different takes a lot of effort, and a lot of people aren't willing to do that. Making things easy to do and easy to change is the fastest way to change something. Slow consumer choices is what will change demand and will change the industry.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I keep tapping on the table. But the thing is, these people they say, "Oh, I don't want to harm these animals. I want to."
Yes, and they're not eating animals. I think that's fair.
That's slacktivism. They're replacing something. They're not doing something to defeat the cause.
Yes, they are. They're not eating animals. They're reducing demand for the products.
But they reduce demand. That decreases or increases prices depending on which graph you want to look at.
What the fuck?
Okay, so if there's less demand,
yes,
sometimes
that means prices will go down.
Go down, yes, or they will go up depending if there are less firms operating.
No, but what this means, is that if there's less demand, people will start to produce less of the goods, right? Meaning that overall there will be a switch to things that are demanded more because of the market system.
Yes.
Okay.
However, initially when this price decreases, people will start purchasing more food, like more meat.
Not necessarily.
What? So it depends if you're price sensitive to meat.
It depends. It depends. It depends on what you're doing. Because it's for these people. They want to make a difference.
Yeah.
But they can't or don't want to have the time to dedicate their entire life to a cause. Which I think is such. I think people like you, who say slacktivism, give them shit for it, right? I think it's totally unfair because at least they're doing something.
No.
There's a difference between slacktivism and becoming a vegetarian. Because a vegetarian is, first of all, a major life decision, I think, because it does prohibit you from eating a lot of things.
I will.
Right?
I will agree
it's
with
not
that.
slacktivism, man.
It is, because it's like when people publish posts on Instagram saying, "Oh my God, like this photo."
No, because that post has zero effect. You know what not eating meat has? It has an effect on you. and the way that meat is demanded in society.
But so does posting this photo.
No.
It has an effect on you, and it spreads awareness.
It spreads away. I think that
Exactly.
spread. No, that's
still
bullshit. That's a
spreading
bunch of
something.
no.
So if you don't buy it, you're disincentivizing suppliers to sell more. However, if you post something, you're also telling people that you're getting
I think it's incredibly unfair that sitting on your ass on your couch, putting up an Instagram post is the same as making major life decisions to not eat meat anymore. I think that's a bunch of bull.
Then what's the difference between sitting on your couch on your lazy ass, just not eating meat? It's the same thing.
Huh?
It's slacktivism. You're choosing not to.
No, it's not, because you're actively changing your life to pursue a cause.
And you can do that on Instagram as well.
Huh? No, because Instagram has like the amount of effort that goes into it,
Yep.
and the amount of outcome that you get from it is zero.
I know. These things are the same.
No, they're not okay.
If they care about this activism, they would go start the do.
No, that's
direct
such
action.
an unfair thing to say.
No.
If you care about something, right, that means you have to go all the way and become the next Greta Thunberg, okay? That's not what. No. That's what you're saying. You're
Direct
giving people
action.
shit.
No, you can
for
go, no,
doing
you can
this.
go to the RSPCA. You can go to animal welfare
No,
areas.
because it's not that easy, because
be.
people's lives are difficult, they don't have time, and they also want to have fun in their own lives. Making small little decisions like, I'm not going to eat meat today, or I'm not going to do this, I'm going to have tofu, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do whatever, is better than nothing, and it's not slacktivism. What slacktivism is if you don't really care about the cause, if you're doing it for the social gain of doing it, then
that's what a lot of vegan and vegetarians are doing.
that's not a good reason to do something.
Exactly.
What's a good reason to do something is if you care about it, and if you potentially don't have the time to do something further, you at least make small decisions in your life, like becoming vegetarian, or major decisions like becoming vegetarian, because actually becoming vegetarian is major decision. That isn't slacktivism. What is slacktivism is you sitting on your ass and just like, you know what, I guess because I want more likes, I'm going to post this little clip about whatever. That has very little effect.
May I just say, stereotypes of vegetarians and vegans, they always say that they are vegetarians and vegans.
Okay. I think the stereotype's bullshit.
No. Look, I think that
I think you're a bit of a hater.
I'm not a hater.
I think you're a bit of a hater
I'm not a
on
hater.
this,
I'm not a
especially
hater.
since you are one of the biggest carnivores in the world, and that you're criticizing people for not doing enough to save the cause.
Do you know what I
right?
ate last night?
What?
A kilo of Côte de Bœuf beef.
Yeah, see, there you go. And that you're giving people shit for not doing enough, right? And say, oh, you're a vegetarian, you're a slacktivist. I think that's such hypocritical behavior.
But if you were so serious about giving up something, wouldn't you want to do something that's actually active in doing it? Like actually direct action instead of just cutting out what you believe in, like what you like.
Because it's not that easy to give up so much of your time.
It isn't, but
even making a change like vegetarianism, becoming vegetarian, it does make a difference. It does, and it's a cumulative change in our society, slowly but surely, that people make up their own mind and free decision to do this thing that will make a difference on the meat industry. That will make a difference on these things that people care about. Regardless if you think it's right or wrong, it will make a difference in this industry.
It will.
Right? And it's unfair to demand of people that they have to do the same thing. Now, I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I feel like we should move on to the next topic after this.
Okay, but I'm going to leave you with a checkmate move here. Why, if they don't like animal products, do they replace with vegan products, animal products for vegans? So like vegan burgers, vegan steaks. Why do they replace it? So if they're so against these animal products, oh, burgers, ew, no, they're disgusting, ew.
I don't think it's the fact that they're disgusting, because I think a lot of people would say that burgers are delicious, and a lot of vegans and vegetarians would say
definitely agree on that.
That burgers are delicious, and that the goal of them is to emulate meat, because what they think is unethical is not the taste, because they don't have a problem with the taste. No, they don't. The problem that they have, maybe for some people they have a problem with the taste.
Right, yeah.
So they eat they have eggplant or tofu or beans or whatever. But for a lot of people, they like eating meat, and then they can't, so they find an alternative because they like the way that things taste and the texture and things. Okay, now moving on to a bit of a lighter topic. Jeez, that one, where did that go, buddy? That was some serious debate.
We started on meat popsicles.
Yeah, we started on meat popsicles. Gosh.
All right.
Okay.
You can pick this topic now.
I was gonna talk about paper straws, but that's not it. That's
hang on. Paper straws. God, just die.
Are you sure? Okay, we'll talk. I mentioned it. We'll talk about it briefly. Okay, paper straws. Opinions. Do it.
I hate them.
Okay.
It's just
okay.
the most useless invention of all time.
Okay. Explain why.
You're drinking.
You know,
Okay.
may I just point out? Okay, you are ready. You can say whatever you want because you've already been identified as someone who is against the environment. So you may continue.
No, I'm not against the environment. I'm just against
Well,
vegans and vegetarians.
first you're against vegans and vegetarians, and now you're also against paper straws. What's next? What are you going to say? Oh, we should pump more carbon dioxide into our atmosphere?
Pilot. No, look, I'm all for saving the environment. Great. Climate change is definitely happening, and we need to address it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but anyway.
But paper straw is not
Paper
the way to
straws.
do it.
Ugh, hate them, man. Like, I
Okay.
am someone that likes thick shakes at McDonald's. You know? And when you try to drink a really thick drink out of a straw that just collapses, it's so frustrating.
Oh my
It's
God,
making
okay.
me cry.
Yeah, it is. I can see the tears in your eyes. No joke, people. There are literal tears in his
It's
eyes.
just so frustrating. And then it's like, oh, we're good doing this for the environment. Then why do the McDonald's employees give me 3 paper straws for 1 large thick
No,
shake?
really?
Because they know that the straws won't last.
Oh my God. Okay.
Why not just do this thing where they implement, pay a euro or $1 or wherever you are extra for a reusable maybe plastic or metal or something.
Okay.
straw.
Okay. I think
Sorry, I'm frustrated.
I understand your frustrations. I think straws are a bit ridiculous.
Paper straws.
No, straws in
straws in
general. I think straws are a bit ridiculous. And I always get grumpy when I get cups that need straws. Like if you have an orange, I feel like a lot of people have the experience when they go to like a buffet or whatever, they go to a store and you get an orange juice and it has one of those lids that needs a cup. Or you get a soda and it has a lid that needs a cup. I need a lid that needs a straw.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit and I don't think we need straws.
We need
Okay?
straws.
I don't think we need straws a lot of the time. Some drinks there may be straw needed.
Milkshakes.
But generally speaking, I think that straws are not useful, and I think they're a waste of plastic. But in the situation where you feel like having a straw,
Okay.
because if you feel like having a straw, you should be able to have a straw.
Yeah.
If you feel like having a straw, or you want to have a milkshake which needs a straw, then don't use paper ones. No. Paper ones are the worst of them all because they fall apart.
Amen.
They're terrible. I was at Skipple with you, and I was with my mom. Sorry, I was with my mom having lunch, and I'd ordered an orange juice, and they put a straw in it for me. Not even on the side. They put a paper straw in there for me when it got to my table, and I hated it so much because I felt like there was a pressure on me to drink it as quickly as possible before my paper straw fell apart. And I couldn't enjoy the drink. Otherwise, what am I going to do? Pull it out and have it just drip on the table? And then the person that has to wipe the table has to clean up all those orange juice that's not dripped everywhere.
For the next person.
Yeah, and for me too, if I've accidentally dipped my arm in it. Not great. Not a good experience.
No, not at all.
Right? So I didn't want to have to deal with the straw.
Yeah.
It was without my consent put in my drink. Right? Even in a drink that doesn't need a straw. It was in a freaking glass. If it's in a glass, there's no straw necessary. It's orange juice.
The argument that people have to straws is that they say, it's for hygiene, and we want to drink, we don't want our lips to touch the glass. However, if they've already put the straw in the glass,
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's already touched someone
Yeah.
else's hands.
That hygiene argument I don't buy.
You don't
very
buy
much.
the hygiene.
No,
argument. I don't either. I'll if I get like a drink at a restaurant,
I'm all yeah, sorry.
I'll just drink it like that.
Yeah,
I'll
same.
take the straw
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
It's like,
So I think, look, some drinks need straws. If you need a straw, don't replace it with the stupid, the alternative that doesn't work, because paper straws aren't very functional. I don't think they force you to drink your drink quickly. They fall apart. They're terrible. And if you need a straw, just use a plastic one. And I'm all for replacing the plastic ones once we have a good alternative.
Exactly.
Why replace something if it's a bad replacement? Especially considering the fact that I think we should use less straws because they're not very necessary, but when they are, just use them because it's you need to sometimes.
And the thing I read online is apparently most paper straws aren't actually recyclable.
Oh, there was this story about McDonald's UK.
Yeah, all of them are now paper straws.
All of them are paper straws, and also for the milkshakes, they have to purchase industrial strength paper straws to get the suction up so that you can do it. Those are non-recyclable. And then what's the fucking point? Then just use the paper, the
Exactly.
plasticky ones. You know, like, come on, get your shit together, McDonald's UK.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
And I think that's all we can say about the
I
topic.
think that is all we can say about the topic. I'm so sorry about that, folks. That was totally my mistake. I accidentally pressed 2 buttons at the same time and played a transition and the introduction at the same time. So I muted the transition and then I played the introduction again. So you're welcome. It's all just proof that we're live, and you can find us live at twitch.tv/Radio Hot Air. So yeah, do that, please. It's fun. You can, you know.
What did you just?
I pressed it, and I pressed the other one because I was like, why isn't it playing anything? And it was just a delay. And then I pressed 2, and then it played both. And it was
It's
just
like when you press print a lot of times.
yes, and you get a bunch of prints. Like, why isn't this working? And then you know.
That's our school.
So sorry about that, folks. Normally you can find us at 11 a.m. Eastern. Not today, though. Today we're a bit earlier because we have something to do in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Dutch time. Did you want to say something, or do you want me to move on to one of my topics? I think you want to say something.
I want to say something.
Oh, what do you want to say?
Actually, no, I don't, because we already talked about aviation a lot.
Oh, do you want to do the quiz?
No, it wasn't the. Ooh.
No, do you want to do the quiz?
No. Oh, do you want to do the quiz?
Let's do the quiz.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. No, you want to talk about something? No.
There's one thing I want to talk about.
Okay, go
Before
ahead.
we'll do the quiz at the end. We'll do the quiz in the last 10 minutes. So, one quick 5-minute topic that I have. I am so freaking frustrated with the people that leave the toilet seat down in public restrooms.
Ooh.
I hate those people so much because I never poo in public restrooms because it's gross.
Do you have a thing? Like, I have a thing. I can't poo unless it's like my hotel room or my.
No, I if I have to go, I will go.
Oh, I'll hold it.
But I will like time myself and organize my schedule so that I have a place to poo if I need to. Or if I do it before I go out or something. Like at school, I never go to the toilet like that at school, ever. But, so with this public toilet thing, is some people, they put down the seat. And then when I go in, I don't want to touch the seat because it's gross.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
I have the same thing.
And then I gotta pee. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to pee on the seat, because sometimes you aim for the middle, but there's always a little bit of splash.
Like, maybe at the beginning, it's just like it kind of goes left and
Yeah,
pulls right.
exactly. Yeah. So there's always a little bit of splash. I'm like, you know what? Tough shit. There's just going to be some of my pee on the seat. I can't handle whatever. Oh. It's not my fault for dealing with that person that kept this seat down. Now, there's a different story when it's at a place where people know me. Because when I'm at a place where people know me, I have to deal with the consequences potentially. So then I have to use a technique. Either I, with my foot, kick it up so that I can go, or I wrap my hand in toilet paper so that I can put the seat up. So if I'm at a place where I can just be anonymous, right? Like at an airport, I'm like, none of this.
It's like
and I
20 stalls.
and I can just go. But if it's a place where the people might know me, I got to do the kick up, or I got to move stalls, or I got to do the toilet paper hand. You wrap your hand, or you just put.
Okay.
And then I move it up.
How much toilet paper are we talking that you wrap around your hand?
Like enough.
Enough.
Enough that's necessary.
So 3-4 rotations or a bit more?
I think like 4 or 5 rotations.
Okay.
I feel. Well, I don't think it's like proper rotate. Yeah, it depends on the day. Especially if I'm in a rush.
And how much pee's on the?
No, because there's normally this is imagining there's no pee on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But if there's pee on there, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm going to the next stall. And if there's all the other ones are occupied, I will be waiting to get into the next goddamn stall because I think it's gross.
No, but that's fair enough.
I think it's fair enough. But if you've peed on the seat, would you be the person? Would you clean it?
Yes. In the case if it's like I know it's like somewhere that's maybe there's like one toilet to use, like it's a small restaurant, definitely. But I will always lift the seat up.
I will always lift the seat up too.
Like even if it's
I will find a way.
No, so I've at our school we don't have urinals in the main building. And I don't know why, but always the toilet I use, the seat's always down.
Yeah.
So I go in. As soon as I go in, right foot, I use the edge of my shoe and I lift it up.
Yeah.
I just kick it up and it goes up and then I pee. So it's never on the floor.
No, at school for sure.
You
At
use
school,
your foot and you'll lift it up.
I always lift it up, and I always avoid this. I do everything at all costs to avoid the splash. It's all done. It's like none of this because it's school. There's like a decency at school. You gotta have a decency.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, especially because all you know all the people at the school, and you'd be like you feel bad for them.
Yeah.
But in a large public area like an airport, less so.
Less so. No, I get that.
You get that.
I agree with you there.
But the people that go to the toilet and leave the seat down,
You don't like them.
I don't like those people. Except, this men's toilets, eh? I don't know about how women's toilets work. Nothing, whatever. But for men's toilets, never leave the seat down. Because I don't know where that seat's been.
Amen.
Okay, quiz time.
You sure you're ready for this extremely hard quiz?
I am so ready.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen is in my finest narration voice, I'm going to read lyrics to Noah. And maybe even give a little jazzy sing.
Ooh, jazzy. I like jazzy sings.
And then Noah's going to tell me when he thinks he knows the song. Now, I have only got a few songs because I want to see how long it's going to take him to, guess it.
And I feel like this it totally falls under fair use.
Yeah.
Because we're commenting on it. It's all fine. We're not going to get sued.
No.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Good.
We're good.
Okay. Are you ready for the first song?
I was ready as I'll ever be.
Traveling in a fired-out combi. On a hippie trail, head full of zombie.
I wouldn't know. No, I'm
I
not.
met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from the land down under?"
Oh, land down under. I'm at work. Okay.
See?
There you go. That's really
when
okay.
you get to the chorus, you understand that.
Then you get it. I wonder how many people are gonna do this, and they're sitting there in the train or whatever.
Feel free to play along, and then when you get it, see, as no
comment on Instagram whether you got it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have a little story, and we'll ask you. The next song. Revving up your engines. Listen to a howlin' roar. Metal under tension, begging you to touch and go.
What?
Highway to the danger zone.
Oh, Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
So sexual. I sing the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's cool. Listen to a engine. Like it's like, but this
Highway to the Danger Zone.
like this, but actually reading.
You know, with music, I don't know if this is just me, but I never listen to lyrics with music. It's all about the melody and the way that it sounds in my ears. I'll even be singing it and not realize what I'm singing. I'll just sing, and it's strange because it's all just melodical to me.
Okay.
You know, do you know what I mean?
Like I get that, and it's like, and then like you might sing along with it.
And then I just not conscious about what he's singing about or what she's singing about. This is me at least, you know.
No, I think it's fair. It's fair enough. Like it's like some people. Like
what
to
are you
really...
Googling? I feel like they can hear the typing.
No,
I can see you typing.
We've
What are
tried
you
this.
Googling there, buddy?
This is the last song will be fun.
Oh, the last
So ready
song.
for the next song?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm saying all the things that I know you'll like, making good conversation. I gotta handle you just right. You know what I mean.
Gross, man.
Then I took you to an intimate restaurant.
Oh my God.
Then to suggest a movie. There's nothing left to talk about unless it's horizontally.
Oh my God. What's with all the sexual songs, man?
Let's get physical. I want to
Let's get physical. Yeah, you wanna get physical.
Extra points for who's it sung by.
Oh man, I want to say like Donna Summer,
No.
who's
Her middle name is Newton.
I don't know.
Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John.
Do you know her? Or
No,
not?
no,
Okay.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
You ready for the next song?
I love that song though. Let's get physical. Oh, it's a
I'm
great
trying to
song.
pick the songs that I know you like.
Okay,
I wanna
okay,
see-
that's kind.
yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
It's not in the way you hold me. It's not in the way you say you care. It's not in the way you've
Oh,
been treating my
ooh.
friends. It's not in the
I know
way
this. I know this.
you've
Oh
stayed
no.
to the end. It's not the way you look or the things that you say.
Oh, I
that
know
you'll
this.
Do. Hold the line.
Hold the line, Toto.
Love isn't
Yeah.
always
Oh, that's
on
it. Damn it. I
time.
knew it. I was like, I knew this song.
You've heard the lyrics.
Hold the line.
Da-na-na-na,
Yeah.
Love isn't
Always on time.
Sorry, we've had some great renditions.
Oh,
of
we've
that.
had so many. That's fantastic. Yeah, I love that song. It's a great song.
All right, ready for that?
Last one.
Last one?
We'll do the last one.
Can I do one more after this?
No, we'll do one. This is the last
But
one.
the last one you'll get straight away, I know you.
All right, fine. We'll do one more.
Well, some folks like to get away. Take a holiday.
I'm from a neighborhood, Billy Joel.
Is it in mine?
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one. Oh, say you can see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly be hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
Oh my God.
Whose
Twilight's
broad
last swing.
stripes
On
and
bright.
bright
Oh, okay.
stars.
God, really? God damn it. That's mean. You know, come on. Yeah, okay.
What is
Jesus,
it?
it's the American national anthem.
It only took you full.
Yeah.
True American right there.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I should have gotten it quicker than that. I feel ashamed. I feel like I'm ashamed that it took me 4 lines. Yeah, it's not good. I feel like I should have done better than that.
But to be honest, it must be hard. Like you're like, oh, what could this be?
Yeah, I was expecting some like rock or disco thing, and I was like, huh, what? It sounds so familiar. What is this? And then I was like, no, I didn't expect you to do the American national anthem.
Gotta get you some. That's what I was. Then you're like, what are you typing? I was like, I just remembered.
Oh,
I'm
I
wondering-
feel like you were trying to entrap me. I feel like you were trying to, get me to say some stupid shit.
Trying. No.
No, you were trying to be like, oh yeah, look at this guy, calls himself American, can't even recognize the freaking anthem,
If you wouldn't have like I was saying it like not how it's like oh
Say,
saint. I was like,
can
"Oh,
you
saint,
see?
Can you see?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
sorry.
that's fine. Well, folks, I think we're gonna end it a bit early than today,
Yeah.
because I don't think it'd be worth starting a new topic.
No.
So thank you everyone that has listened live. We will be also I think early next week because we have something else to do. But otherwise after that we'll be resuming our normal schedule, and we will be having episodes weekly again.
Yeah.
Over the next week, myself and Dunphy will be going to Austria, and we're gonna go skiing, which is very exciting. I haven't skied. It's the first time I've ever gone skiing.
Teaching Noah how to ski.
You
is
can
gonna be
teach me
fun.
how to ski. It should be pretty great. And we'll be sure to take some footage and post it on our Instagram feed.
So
Remember,
therefore-
you can find us on Instagram at Radio Hot Air. Oh, I'm correct. Nice.
Yeah.
Good for me.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. And that will be all for today's episode.
Arrivederci.